Thank you guys for joining. Hey Joyce, hey Tony, what's up? What's up? Thank you guys for joining. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hold on one second. I'm trying to put the title down here too. What's up, KT? Hey Leslie. What's up? I think this the hardest part with Instagram. You gotta type all the stuff and then you gotta put it this way, put it that way. I'm append it. If you guys want to leave from Clubhouse and go over to Instagram, that's fine. I'm live over there. I am going to do it over there as well. But the whole goal is to try to record this on 3 different devices, y'all. So bear with your girl, okay? Bear with your girl. So hold on one second. I'm trying to wait to the third part. Actually come on, and then we're gonna get started from there. All right, all right, all right. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Andy, known as Andy in these internet streets, and I am your business broker. As you guys know, I am representing hard with Hello Houston right now, and this is a part of the trainings that we will be doing all every Thursday in the month of September. So I'm gonna take the first 4 to 5 days on Thursdays in September to give you guys live training. Now, this is the catch of it. The live training will be recorded. So at this moment, I will be going through all the tips. Once I finish with the tips, then I may ask if anyone have any questions. But once I'm done, then I actually will not go over it again. For everyone that's in Hello Houston, that's a paid member. So shout out to our club members. Everybody that's a paid club member, you will be able to access this voice recording on under your membership. So I'm excited about it. This is our first one, so bear with me. If you hear me answering some questions, know that I am live on Instagram. I'm also live in Clubhouse. Plus, I am recording this on a third device. So y'all know how we do. We multi-task around here. But again, so what's up, what's up, what's up? It is 7 p.m. Central Standard Time in September for our first Thursday. Today's topic is strategic with networking with Andy live training. And so what I'm going to do is give you guys tips that actually work for me when I actually go to conferences, when I go to vendor events, or if I go to meetups that's more than 1 or 2 people. Either way, these are the strategies that works for me. So I'm hoping that it helps someone else that may be listening to this as well. Whether you're looking at it live or whether you see it later, these are the strategies that Andy actually have going on. Okay. So number one, the first tip that I'm going to give you guys is understand you have to pre-network. Pre-network. What is pre-networking, Andy? Pre-networking is basically finding out who's going to be there. Who's going to be there? Sometimes we know meetups, and sometimes we know when we go to vendor events, it's going to be people there, but who's really going to be there, right? So, believe it or not, the host has the information of who's going to be there. And sometimes they would do a marketing rollout to say, hey, this guest speaker is coming, or hey, these vendors are coming, or thank you for catering the food that's going coming to this upcoming event. You know, back and forth, they try to give you that information before the meetup. So that's when you take that time to pre-network. You reach out to the people that's coming before and just let them know, oh my God, I'm so surprised. I'm so happy that you're going to the same event that I'm going to. If you want to, let's meet up before, or let's talk before the event. That way, when we see each other, we really can see each other in person and actually, network. We actually can probably do something together on a project depending on what type of event it is. But pre-networking is key, because now if you go to an event by yourself like Andy, I will pop up by myself, you know who's there. So now you can go and check out their social media, check out their website, see if they have an extra event that's coming up, and then you can be like, okay, I'm gonna be a part of that. So that's my first tip. I'm going to number 2. Number 2 is get you some buddings. So Since you guys are live on Instagram, I'm gonna show you my button. This is my button. You guys may laugh or whatnot, but it says "Just Ask Andy," right? It's a conversation starter that sometimes people will say, "Oh man, that's a cute button," and I put it on a nice blazer so my button can stand out. Now, my other part of when I go to conference, I will wear something awkward. So you may see me at the conference with, I have over 21 hats, by the way. Don't judge me. Just send me a new hat. But I have so many hats and they are different colors and I wear the hats. And ladies will always say, "Oh my God, I love your hat." Men will be like, "Man, that hat is tough." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you. What do you do?" You know, it's a conversation starter. Well, the button is the same way. My button is black and white, but it says "Just Ask Andy." So even if you didn't know who I was, but you know the name, it rings the bell. Guess what? When you see that button, you're like, "Oh, that's Just Ask Andy," right? So get you some buttons made. I can let you know they make buttons for very cheap, right? And with those buttons, you can't get 100 buttons. That doesn't mean you don't have to use the button. You can give them out here and there as giveaways. You can take it to other places and just drop them off and say, "Hey, don't forget, like me, Just Ask Andy," or whatnot. Now, I will tell you, most people probably won't keep your button, but it's the cheapest part of marketing right now outside of a business card, right? So I'd rather you get a button, you be like, "Oh my God, I got this button," right? Or would I want you to just get my business card and then throw it in your purse and then don't see it again for like 60 days, 90 days? I don't know. If y'all like me, ladies, we change our purses all the time. So, all right. So that was number two. Number three. Number three is be QR code ready. Okay, QR code ready. Now here's the kicker. Most people will tell you how your QR code to go back to your website. Here's the gem though. Have your QR code that actually has your business information on it, right? Have your QR code to actually be able to go to a link that may schedule an appointment right on the spot. Because I'm quick for someone saying, someone will tell me, "Oh, I want to work with you. What services do you have? What are you giving away at this workshop? What are you giving away at this speaking engagement? Blah, 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 blah," right? If you QR code ready, what you can do is say, "Hey, scan my QR code. Let's schedule something for next week. Let's schedule something for blah, blah, blah." Your duties is to make sure to only have 2 appointment slots that's available with those details. And when I say 2, I mean like have one for a consultation and possibly have one for actual booking the services right away. We sometimes miss money because we like, "Okay, well, let me look at my schedule," or let me call the assistant, let me have someone send you an email. Well, guess what? After that conference, sometimes you'll never see that person again. So you need to be ready at all times. And being ready is having that QR code to have your business information and maybe a schedule. Here's the other gem that I'm actually going to give out to you. Make sure your business and that scheduling page actually is a landing page. Make it a landing page. Don't have it directly on your website because you never know. Your website could go out. It may start buffering wherever you at. That landing page can be straightforward. Name, phone number, business. Maybe you want their social media information. Maybe you want their business phone number, could be. But all in all, you want them to be able to click, 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 enter, done. Right? I ain't gonna lie, when I'm at a networking event, I'm not trying to sit there and what I gotta go through, when I gotta go through it. I don't want to do that. I want to be able to say, "Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am, done." Especially if I'm paying something, because I'll swipe my card and keep on going. I don't need no receipt. You know why? Because I know it's going to the business account, and if it does not be delivered, I can dispute it. And Wells Fargo, Chase, or Navy Federal is definitely gonna get my money back, right? All right, so that's number 3. We're going to go to number 4. Number 4 is, depending on what type of conference you go to, they're going to give you a badge. If you came to the Focus Business Conference the first year, we gave you an oversized badge that had the information and your level of ticket that you may be holding, right? And so with that level of ticket, you may have had a red badge, a blue badge, a black badge, or a red and blue badge, right? With each badge, again, it identified who you were, what level you was on, and if if you want to network different ways, oh, you got a red badge, I got a black badge, it makes sense. But for you to go and actually visit on the back of your badge, what you want to do is hopefully you can get your badge early. If you can't, get you a sheet of white paper. I know this is about to sound real ghetto, but listen, it works, okay? This is what works for Andy. Get you a sheet of paper. Cut that sheet of paper out to match that badge. On the back, have you some type of sticky glue or something that you can go to the dollar store. Right now, you can go to Walmart. You can get one of them glue sticks. They only $1. Go to the back. Get you a piece of tape. Whatever you got to do. Glue it to the back. Make sure you tear the paper right, y'all. Don't be out there being ghetto. But glue it on the back and make sure you have like your phone number or something, your phone number, website or something. So that way when you're speaking to someone on purpose, turn that badge around so people can actually see your information. Sometimes people don't have time to be like, okay, what's your information? What it look like? How it look like? Sometimes they like, okay, I want to talk to this person, but they surrounded by everybody, right? So if you have that badge chunked around, they can text you, they can email you, possibly call you later. But either way, while you talking to one person or talking to a group of people, someone that may be seeing you from afar can see that information and still connect with you, okay? So we're on number 4 again, guys. This is Andy, known as just as Andy. I am your business broker. One second. I am your business broker, and I'm representing Hello Houston on tonight. If you don't know what Hello Houston is a business organization where we talk about lifestyle, current events, and business all the time. We do a premiere morning show from 7:15 to 8:15 Central Standard Time. We also have a book club called Between the Lines that actually today on Thursday, they went live at 5:30 speaking about the book club, as well as 7 o'clock in the month of September. Every Thursday, Andy will be live at 7 p.m. Now, overall with this organization is more of business owners that really represent each other, whether we in the community giving back, whether we're actually out at the high schools or, any type of schooling district that actually want us to train individuals. So if you're in healthcare, if you're in technology, marketing, branding, project management, however you can help, our organization have mentorship that you can join with us and go out to those type of events. Lastly, I want to highlight Hello Houston because we have a Houston district now that we just rolled out this month, as well as the club, a club membership that you can join. And with that Houston district, you don't have to be in Houston to be a part of it. But this is the visiting center. This will be the actual website that you can go through when you come to Houston and find like-minded business owners that may have something that you need. So if you need a co-working space, if you need someone to help you to print something out, if you need someone to strategize with, marketing, sales, in our business district, you will be able to click on that person's business information, get their location as well as their phone number or website, and connect with them directly. So big shout out to Hello Houston. If you haven't joined, don't worry. You can go to www.hellohoustontexas.com and you can see all that information there. All right, so we're going to keep going. So number 5 is roster. Know the roster. Now, earlier I said pre-network, right? Pre-network, see who's there, who you can connect with. But the roster tells you exactly who the vendors are, who the speakers are. Why is this important to know who the speakers are? Because the speakers are going to go to the target market that you may want to be in. And at this point, if they want you to be at that, if you want to be at the same location of where they're at, why not follow them? Why not say, hey, let's join together and do another speaking engagement. Let's join together. Let's do a live stream together. Let's join together. Let's get on Clubhouse together. Either way, it's a direct connection of the person who's going to the target audience you may want to go to. Now, when it comes to vendors, most vendors have went to multiple speaking engagements, conference, and they're actually going to show their services or their products, right? Well, now you can go to that vendor and say, hey, why don't you become a vendor of my conference? Why don't we actually vend together? Maybe I can come help you sell your products and services, and maybe you can help me in the long run until we're able to actually throw our own event, right? It's always good to do a pop-up shop. Most people think pop-up shops have to be in person. Pop-up shops does not have to be in person. Let me tell you a key pop-up shop that people overlook all the time. When people have virtual events, and guess what they have? Vendors that comes. That's a pop-up shop. When they say, okay, check out this vendor, this is their name. Check out that vendor. Let the vendor come on and talk about their stuff. That's a pop-up shop. Why? Because they're popping up to give their information. And if you want to continue to talk to them or continue to buy something from them, then you can go back on their website or connect with them outside of the main event and actually, do what you need to do, either buy or sell a product, right? All right, so number 6 is find out when the next event may be, right? When it comes to a networking event. So let's say you at a conference and you have all these vendors there. You go to them and say, hey, when is your next event? The host, you go to them, when is your next event? When you ask them what's the next event, you need to be ready either to pitch yourself or pitch someone that's on your team and say, hey, how can we join together? And when I say join together, either you go host that event for them or you become a speaker, you become a host that actually sits on the stage and introduce people. You can be either one, but have your pitch together. Most people will say this is a elevator pitch, but your speaker pitch should be definitely different than your elevator pitch if you was definitely trying to get somebody to buy your product or your service. This pitch, I call it the shoot your shot. You only got one chance because everybody is busy. And at that point, you want to make sure they know exactly who you are. So we're getting down to the last tip. Again, I want to thank everyone that's chiming in right now that may be listening to this live or hearing this later. Today's topic is strategic with networking with Andy live training, and I'm giving 7 tips on what you should do at your next networking event, conference, or anywhere, right? If you want to make sure you display who you are. The last tip, lucky number 7, is always go somewhere with a discount. Now, when I say this business discount, you want to have a business discount code if they book right now. Thanks for the badge. If they book right now for you have this discount code, that's instant money. Think about it. You can go to any event, right? You're networking. Let's not forget that. You may have paid, let's say you paid $300 to get to this event. You know the people that's in this room, they're ready to spend $5, $1,000, $2,000. They're ready to spend this type of money already. So why not you be ready to pitch to these people who may want your product or services? This is why you pre-network. This is why you have the Ask Me button. This is why you have your QR code, your badge ready, your roster already know who's there. Find out when the next event, and then boom, you got your discount code ready. You probably can get there and make 300 plus, basically make your money plus, and book somebody to come host your event, book somebody to do a pop-up shop, book somebody to be a vendor. I hope you guys get where I'm going with this, but listen, we need to now be more aggressive with how we actually approach networking events as well as conference. So I hope this information was good to you guys. I'm going to stop the recording. So if you guys have any questions that's here, you can go ahead and answer those. But again, I want to thank you guys for listening to my top 7 tips on how to actually be strategic in the networking or going to a conference and getting what you want, plus getting a little coins while you're doing it.